even at 2 and 3, I can realize that she wasn't on the same level as her peers, and that was very worrisome for me. You know, she's my only child, so I'm not quite familiar with, you know, exactly what level she should be at, but I knew speech and pronunciation was an issue, so I definitely wanted to nip it in the bud right away.
She just wasn't talking. Even up until, I mean, it's literally just been recently, she was not speaking. She wasn't even saying mommy. The only thing that would ever come out of her mouth would be dada.
Nobody wants to think that their child is less than perfect. And they're not, you know, they're all perfect. They're just, you know, who they are and where they are at that moment in time.
In entering school, it's so easy for a child to be placed in, you know, maybe a speech program or in special education. And I feel like if there's anything that I can do prior to her entering elementary school that can help her and just make sure she's on the level and beyond of her peers, then, you know, that'll be great. She has to be prepared for school so she can be prepared for college and she can be prepared for life, you know? It's a process. It's, yeah, all intertwined.
Between birth and 3, we learn 80% of every new skill that we are going to learn for our whole life. And it's not that we won't ever learn anything else new or that we won't refine concepts that we get, but 80%, I mean, learning how to walk and talk, that's pretty big.
They sing songs, they do puzzles, they write. I mean, my daughter's handwriting has gotten so good over the last couple of years. So, you know, so many things. And not only that, it helps with confidence and, you know, and she's preparing her for school.
Before, she would basically just throw a fit and kind of bang her head on things and just couldn't communicate and scream and cry and just point, and you know, maybe other times she would grab my hand and just pull me to something that she would want, and now she says, mommy up, mommy snack, mommy not that, yucky, yucky. So she tells me and she's able to communicate.
You know, if these children come into the school system with a good foundation and they're ready to learn and they've had relationships with their parents and other people who show them how positive it is for them to be able to accomplish those things, that's better for everyone.
For anybody who's stressed and is scared and has fears that their child won't be able to go out in the world and stand up against other children who are the same ages, or, you know, even like I said, even though you don't want to compare, but I just think it really makes a difference, and I see a huge impact because I can talk to her. So, you know, instead of like prying and wondering and say, please stop, and getting frustrated as a parent, you know, please stop, I don't understand what you're doing. Now I can just say, use your words, and it helps, and it makes it so much easier.